I'd just like to welcome this group and use this time now, the next few hours that you have here, to unwind and make friends with these new people that you're meeting.
So the point of this is to get us into conversation. So we're going to go into small groups almost immediately. The whole point is to listen, and listen from the heart, and listen with curiosity, and see what that produces. And then we can ask questions of clarification, right, rather than giving advice.
We split up into small groups and we talked a lot about education and our different lives. There was music, art, and it was really fun hanging out with kids who had a lot in common with us for an extended amount of time and being able to talk about our lives and their lives.
What did you hear? Not what did you say, but what did you hear? Emphasis is always on listening. What came up in your groups?
Zoe and I were talking about implicit versus explicit curriculum with our group, and it was really refreshing to hear that students across the world want the same thing. They want less focus on testing, less pressure in schools, and more freedom to explore what they really want to do, more focus on building connections and relationships versus just focusing on the academics. So it's a worldwide thought wave that's going on. It's not just on our mountaintop. So I was really glad to hear that.
While we were talking in our group, we found a lot of similarity because all of us want to look at something that's much more contemporary and holistic rather than just being limited to our books. So we want to be more learned in the fact that we can sing or we can dance rather than just being able to remember maybe a formula from a book, which eventually, like you said, people forget. Even teachers have claimed that they forget what they learned in class. So I think everyone right now, we want to focus on education that's going to stick with us for the rest of our lives, rather than just sticking with us till the fact that we get into college and we get a job and just it ends there. That's what struck me most.
I think it's fascinating to discover that these ideas exist in so many different places. And I really do think that the systems that you come from are the systems that are in the process of transforming.
I really like the Heritage kids. They just reminded me a lot of ourselves. They all spoke really good English, and they just seemed really similar to us. They were all really friendly, and we kind of just did what we do in values class normally. We just went in small groups and talked about basically changing education, and education in India is a lot different, so it was nice to see what they liked about it and what they didn't like and how they could change it and what we thought about it.